So today I'm going to be reacting to the most recent reviews of Pokemon TCG Pocket in the Google Play Store and just check out what people are feeling. All right, this person says this game sucks. No more mission or task anymore after you finish solo battle. Just wait every day to collect only the pack of an hourglass and put a thumbs down. You know what? Honestly, I think for me, like when I'm playing the game, I can look at this and say that, yeah, there's not that much single player content. If you don't want to do the PvP battles and play against other players, it's not really that much extra stuff to do. So when you go through and you do all the missions and you'll get all the free hourglasses and all the free, currency that they want to give to you, you pretty much aren't going to get that much else out of the game until they drop a new set, and then there'll be more solo battles that you can do, but I don't really feel like there's no real flavor in that. So if you're a person who's going to be free to play and you're going to be playing the single player experience of this game and just doing solo battles, you might not have that much lasting fun in it. The computer's not that amazing anyway, and some of the decks just aren't really truly optimized, I think, to their best of their ability. So I just don't really look at this I don't really look at this game as they really want you to solo battle. I really think that they kind of threw it in there just to kind of give you a little something to do, to give you some free stuff for playing. But I don't really think they're putting their time and effort into the solo experience, and that's something that I can agree with. This game being pretty much available for about a year, and I think that they definitely going forward should try to redo the whole solo player experience and give people more things to do, or create some kind of campaign or story mode or something that will encourage players to play the game solo if they don't want to play online. It says, sick game, mad I'm so far behind. The game is good. The game is fun. It's definitely fun, especially if you're going to be a battler and battle in this game. If you're far behind, I would just say this. I would just say pick from the most recent pack that they released. You could probably make a pretty good, strong deck, probably a top deck for that month out of the newest pack. I would just look up online like the staple cards that you need in the previous sets and go into those sets and start pulling packs from there, and then hopefully you can craft some of those cards that you need if you don't pull them in that time. And I don't really think you'll be far behind as far as if you want to just battle in the game, because every month you get new cards. So every month there's going to be a new meta or a new top tier decks every month. So if you just pick from the most recent one, you'll never really be behind really. You can do pretty well with just pulling from the most recent set and just picking from there. So I would just recommend doing that. So I want to read this one right here. It says, we got a PSA. I kind of want to read it. Okay, so it says, PSA, beware, high ratings and good reviews can be faked by this scummy company. This game will suck the joy out of you. It makes you angry and miserable most of the time. It says, rigged, got your rates and RNG, cash grab with the system in place to make you spend more and more money, and it is far away from being free to play friendly. Delete your account before you uninstall. Don't watch or read or interact with any content about this game on the internet. Find a better game/hobby. It'll make you happy instead. What I can say about that one, and I'll just kind of get this out the way a little bit, but what I can definitely say about this game is that, on that simple fact, I'll just say this. What I can say is, if you're not finding any joy in the game, then don't play it. I mean, if you're going to be free to play, then be free to play. And if you're not going to be free to play, you're going to put money into it. Obviously put enough money into it that you can afford to. But what I can say is that if you're not finding fun out of this game, don't play it. Play other video games, play other Pokemon games, play other games. There's other games available that you can try to play and have a good time with. You know what I mean? Play, Pokemon TCG Live if you want to try that. If you see that it's not making you happy and it's not serving you in the way that you want the game to serve you, don't play it. I mean, there's no need for you to play something that is making you upset for whatever the reason that it is. If you've given it a fair shake, go ahead and move to something else. I'm not going to tell anybody not to play this game because, whatever the case may be. Like if the things that I don't like about it, I'm not going to tell people don't play this because I don't like this, because someone else might like it. So if this person doesn't like it because things have been going bad for them that they've been experiencing the game, that's totally fine, and I think they should stop playing and go play something else. I wouldn't tell people not to play it, but I mean, this game isn't perfect, just like every other game. It's not perfect, but if you feel a certain type of way, I would definitely step away and play something else. But what I can say is that it'll make you angry and miserable. If it's making you angry and miserable based on like playing other players and losing to players, and if that's something that's making you miserable, definitely take a break, or definitely don't play it. It's a competitive game. There's competitive aspects of this game, and I wouldn't focus too much on playing the competitive aspect of this game if I saw that it was making me feel upset. So, and for me, like if I play the game a long time and I'm playing online and I'm going through a lot of things and I see that, it kind of drains me a little bit, I'll be like, okay, I'll take a break. I'll say, okay, I'll come play tomorrow or something like that, right? And you'll have those effects sometimes doing anything, in life. So I would just recommend just taking a break, just realizing how you feel, and then when you don't feel like you don't like something, don't do it. It's not bringing you joy, don't play it. That's just the easiest way for me to say it. If this game's not bringing you joy, don't play it. I can say that, this game is fun if you just treat it as a video game and have fun with it. Don't try to take this too serious. Don't try to make this your life. Just have fun. Go out there, build the decks you want to build, play the way you want to play it, collect as much as you can. You're not going to collect every single card in this game. I wouldn't try to make this like your Pokedex you need to fill and complete for your life's mission, but I would just go in here and just play loosely, have fun, just see what cards you pull and go back to your daily life and just have fun. That's simple. All right. Here's this person that says, Espeon and Suicune meta are disgusting. Everyone's running those same decks, and because of it, everyone's trying to counter it with red cards and Mars. Now, as if I'm bricking isn't bad enough, you'll also get punished for bricking. The only playable decks are the ones who most likely won't brick, which is Suicune, Espeon, or Dark/Giratina, making the matches repulsively boring. You'll also meet these decks outside of ranked matches, preventing you from having fun even in the casual matches. 0 out of 100 balancing. This is kind of something I definitely want to talk about, and I will say this. The Suicune meta right now and Espeon and Sylveon and everything is all about building through your deck. Like you're drawing a lot of cards, so you're going through your 20 cards faster than your opponent. And what ends up happening is it's going to be a very fast-paced game, and these Pokemon can attack with only needing like 1 to 2 energies on them, and that makes the game incredibly fast. And so what's gonna happen is that it's gonna make them very consistent because of the draw power. This is a video game that's all about drawing cards out of your deck. The faster you can do that, the better. So anything that has any kind of drawing power made those cards strong in this game. But how they used to mitigate that was that any cards that allowed you to draw, or usually like Pokemon effects or attack effects, what they would do is that they would make that Pokemon normally take 10 attack damage, and then you could draw 1 card. So you are drawing a card which is extremely powerful, but you're only taking 10 damage to your opponent, which isn't that much. Suicune, Entei, and Raikou can all draw a card if they're sitting in the active slot. That makes them incredibly good, and especially Suicune, because Suicune gets stronger the more Pokemon that are on the bench, and it's everybody's bench, it's not just your own, and so that makes it very, very strong. So that means you're gonna try to play against Suicune with so many different things and not putting Pokemon on the bench. That's gonna put you at a disadvantage because you need that to help your strategy. What I would recommend for this person is, if you don't like this meta, take a month off, take maybe a month or 2, and normally by that 2nd month. So if you take 2 months off and you come back on that 3rd set that drops, if they keep releasing a new set every month, the meta should be changed completely by then, and then you should be able to see different cards being used, and maybe these cards won't be as prevalent. Casual matches will always be a place where people are going to run meta and where people are not going to run meta. It's going to be a both threshold, unless they come out with a completely different mode that won't allow you to use like EX cards, or even at that. But even at that, people are still going to find whatever the best card to use in that particular mode, and people are going to use them. So you just got to always understand that it's going to be like that. People play video games to win. A lot of these people are playing these games to win, so they're going to use the next best deck. Whatever the top deck is, this is what people are going to use. And of course, they want to make Suicune, you know, strong. It's the face card of the set. It is incredibly strong, and you know, being able to draw cards is very, very powerful. There's a lot of times before like Eevee came into the game, like Eevee EX and Sylveon EX and all these other ones that have all this great draw power. Whenever you would get Professor's Research, that would be like one of the most powerful things in the game. So if you had a game where you got Professor's Research in like your first 2 turns, you were already looking fantastic, right? If you get Professor's Researches and Pokeballs in your first turn or 2, you're going to be looking great, right? You're going to be pulling so many cards out of your deck, and that's very, very powerful. And that alone will make you win a game, or you'll lose a game if your opponent's doing that very fast. So being able to draw out of a 20 card deck that fast, it's going to get you to the cards you need faster, and that's why these mons are going to be very popular right now. The thing that I can say I think that they should have done with something like Suicune EX was make its attack requirement, the energy requirement, a lot higher. I think for Suicune to be that strong, I definitely think it should be at least a 3, probably. I think 3 is probably the sweet spot. 4 energy probably, but I think 3 energy requirement would have been the sweet spot for that, since you're already allowing it to draw while it's sitting in the since it's already sitting inside the attack spot. I think that it should have did something like that and made it a 3-star attacker. I mean, a 3 energy attacker instead of a 2 energy attacker, and I think that could have helped. So yeah, like I said before, I just recommend just take a break from the game or competitive battling for like a good couple months, 2 to 3 months, and then let more cards come in, and the meta will definitely change, and there'll definitely be new cards in there. So I would just say not even take 2 months off. Just try every month. Like every month a new set releases, join in that weekend and just kind of see what's going on, or give it a week of being out, and you'll be able to see if, you know, whatever the top few like decks are, you'll start to see them, and you'll see if Suicune and them have kind of been put to rest or not. But I don't know. That's a good one though. I like it. That's a good question. If you made it to this part of the video, drop a like on this video, man. Subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.